Kia ora tātou katoa, ko tāwira tōku ingoa.
Ko moerangi tōku ingoa.
And we're here from Hapū Wānanga Taranaki, here to teach you how to tie a muka tie on your pepe's umbilical cord or aho.
You may have been directed here after attending Hapū Wānanga, learning about and revitalising the practices of our tupuna.
Or you may have your own muka tie and want to know how to tie your pepe's pito once they are born.
The reason why we need to tie the cord at birth is because there are blood vessels in the umbilical cord, or the aho. These blood vessels deliver oxygen and nutrients to the baby from the placenta and also carry away waste products like carbon dioxide back to the placenta during pregnancy.
Because the cord is cut at birth, if it is not clamped or tied off well, the baby can bleed from the cord and become unwell.
Using muka or flax fibres to tie off the cord is an awesome way to connect back to our tupuna and their practices instead of using a standard plastic clamp.
Muka is very absorbent and has antibacterial properties. The blood vessels in the umbilical cord are surrounded by a protective jelly-like substance called Wharton's jelly and is full of water.
The muka soaks up the water from the jelly and dries out the cord very quickly. This means it falls off sooner from the baby's puku and is less likely to become infected.
Plastic clamps are not absorbent and so the pito takes longer to dry. With muka, the pito can fall off as early as 3 days after birth, compared to an average of 10 days with a plastic clamp. Muka is soft and gentle against baby skin compared to the hard plastic clamp.
It also means that we use a natural resource and reduce our plastic waste in the environment. Do not wash or sterilise your muka tie, as this will remove the healing properties within the muka fibres and also weaken the tie.
Sizing of your muka tie is really important. We have a really thick tie here and a really thin tie here. A thick tie will not be strong enough to secure the blood vessels, same as a small tie. The medium-sized tie is perfect to secure off those blood vessels, protecting your baby from bleeding. Now that we've learnt all about muka, we're going to show you how to tie the cord. We are going to tie a total of 5 knots with one muka tie, and we will talk about the top and bottom of the cord in relation to how we tie these knots. First, we select where the knot will sit on the baby's pito. This is approximately 2 centimeters away from baby's tummy. Then we take our muka tie and tie a normal standard knot, also known as an overhand knot, on the top side of the cord. Let's demonstrate using a real placenta and cord. Gently pull down the knot until it meets the point on the cord you want it at. Then you will need to pull on the tie very firmly to prevent any bleeding. Be sure to pull down away from yourself and towards a baby's puku when you are pulling the muka. It is natural to want to pull towards yourself when tightening it, but this can hurt the baby's belly when the cord is connected and can cause damage. If you feel or hear clicking when pulling firmly, this means you are tight enough. This sound is the fibres sliding against each other when they are very tight. Ka pai. Second knot now. We are going to come around to the other side of the cord, or at the bottom side of the cord. This second knot should sit snugly, just next to the first knot. Try to avoid tying it directly on top of the first knot, as it will not provide as much pressure to secure the vessels. Again, doing a standard overhand knot as we have done before. Tie your knot and gently pull down until the knot meets the point of the cord and pull firmly once more, away from yourself towards baby's puku. Listen out for those clicks. Now the third knot, back to the top of the cord again, with an overhand knot sitting just next to the first knot, like so. Tie your knot and gently pull down until the knot meets the point of the cord and pull firmly once more, away from yourself towards the baby's puku. The fourth knot is the most tricky to explain but easy to do. In order to secure the knots and stop the ties from unravelling or loosening, we're going to lock the knot with a reef knot. So if you have been tying your previous overhand knot left over right, to do a reef knot you will tie it right over left. This can be done directly on top of your knots. It doesn't matter which way you do it as long as it's the opposite to your previous knots. The 5th knot is back to our original overhand knot, just as a backup.
We advise all whānau choosing to use a muka tie to secure the pito with a double tie. This is either making 2 separate muka ties or using an extra long muka tie to double on itself, like so. This second tie is tied exactly like we have just demonstrated and ensures the pito is extra secure. Leave the remaining length of the muka tie once finished tying. These ends will naturally wrap around the cord and help dry it faster. Let's go over it again. First knot, overhand or normal knot, top side, 2 centimetres away from baby's puku. Pull firmly. Second knot, normal knot bottom side, just next to the first knot. Pull firmly. Third knot, normal knot top side, just next to the second knot. Pull firmly. Fourth knot, this is a reef knot on the top side. This is to lock the knot to stop unravelling. Fifth knot, normal knot top side for security.
Once tied with your beautiful muka, the cutting of the cord can take place. Please ensure that you cut 2 centimetres away from the muka as the cord dries and shrinks down. If you have cut too close to the tie, it may fall off. The drying process happens so fast. We advise that you tie off the cord with your muka tie before you cut the cord. Your midwife should guide you with this.
Make sure you check the cord at every nappy change to ensure it's still secure and tight. Gently pinch the knot when you are checking it, and if you think it is loose, you can re-tie it with another muka. If your midwife is confident in muka ties, check with them. Once the petal falls off, you can bury it alongside your whenua or placenta.
Or if you would like to connect baby to the other iwi or hapū, you can bury at another site. This is a cool way to acknowledge the different whakapapa of mama and papa. Kia ora and thank you for watching.
Make sure you check out Hapū Wānanga Taranaki or your local Hapū Wānanga group.